And we are on fire watch this morning as we quickly approach 2 million acres burned so far in Oregon and in Washington. And now the bench and beachcomb fires have merged together. Officials are calling it the bench fire now. They say over 45,000 acres have burned with 0% containment, triggering multiple evacuations in the Warm Springs area. We spoke with one of the evacuees there, Carmen Parkins. She decided home on Warm Springs Saturday. At the time, she was in a level 2 evacuation zone, so she decided to pack up all of her essentials. She grabbed her 9-year-old and 10-year-old great-grandniece and nephew and evacuated to the Red Cross evacuation shelter at St. Patrick Catholic Church in Madras.
We packed up the car and we left. There was no rush, no panic, and the next thing I heard, the roads were closed. And I said, oh, I'm so glad we left early. That's why I think it's important to have a plan.
Yeah, definitely good to have a plan and be ready. Parkins says that she returned home on Sunday when the roads reopened, but before she had the chance to unpack, she learned her home was in a level 3 evacuation zone and decided to evacuate once again.
From my house, I could see the fire and the smoke finally breaking over the ridge. So that panicked the kids too. So off we went again. Like, we're not waiting for anybody to tell us we're leaving now.
And the bench fire has burned more than 45,000 acres, destroying at least 6 homes, according to fire officials. And as the fire grows, Parkins is encouraging others who live in Warm Springs to be prepared. She says, don't wait until the last minute because you may forget some things.
Well, the wildfire closest to the Portland metro area is the Grasshopper Fire. It's burning in the Mount Hood National Forest. Since sparking on Thursday, the fire has grown to nearly 11,000 acres. Level 3 Go Now evacuations are in place for Sportsman Park, Pine Hollow, and Wamak in Wasco County. Crews are working to protect structures in those communities right now. There is no word yet on what caused this fire. The Akawaf Butte Fire has burned more than 27,000 acres across Deschutes and Jefferson counties. The lightning-caused fire burning northeast of Sisters is just 6% contained. Now, part of the town of Sisters is still under level 1 Be Ready evacuation notices. This fire has been designated as one of the highest priority wildfires in the nation because of just how close it's burning to local communities.
Meanwhile, the widespread damage from the Roe Creek Complex fire in north central Oregon continues. The complex near Fossil, made up of several fires, has burned more than 209,000 acres in Wheeler, Wasco, and Crook counties. These fires are 35% contained. They started during a powerful lightning storm July 15th. And in Sherman and Gillum counties, the Hay Creek Complex has burned more than 186,000 acres. Fortunately, this one is now 60% contained. 3 of the fires making it up are 100% contained. Cottonwood Canyon State Park did reopen, though parts of it are still closed because of the fires.
Well, the smoke from these wildfires is really leading to unhealthy air quality in parts of Oregon. Fox 4's Joe Vathiathil is here now to tell us which areas are seeing the worst conditions and what you should do to protect yourself. Joe?
Well, Shauna, as you might imagine, the worst air quality in Oregon is on the east side of the state. Places like Baker City and Burns have what is deemed unhealthy air quality, while Ontario is dealing with very unhealthy air. In fact, they have worse air quality than any major city in the world. As of today, Ontario has an air quality index of 208, while Dubai has an index of 197. The worse the conditions, the higher that number will be. So obviously very bad in some parts of our state. We spoke with Dr. Gopal Alada, director of the pulmonary clinic at OHSU. He says smoky conditions can be problematic for anybody, but some groups are at more risk than others. Specifically, very young children or seniors are more vulnerable, and also anyone dealing with pulmonary issues like emphysema or asthma need to take precautions. Sometimes, he says, you may be breathing unhealthy air and not realize it.
The problem is you may not feel it. Even if the air quality is maybe in those yellow zones, you may not feel it. I'm particularly concerned, as I referenced before, if you have heart and lung issues, you may actually feel it a little bit earlier. So if you're ever having any symptoms, and that can range from itchy, watery eyes, you're coughing a little bit more, you're clearing your throat a little bit more, even if you don't see it in the air, this is a warning sign that tells you that something may be going on, and getting back indoors to safety is better.
Dr. Lotta says your best protection is to stay inside during unhealthy air conditions, but he knows that that's not always an option for everybody. He says it is important, though, that if you take medication for a heart or respiratory issue, make sure that you stay on that medication, hopefully lessen the impact of the smoke. And if you are out in areas with smoky conditions, unhealthy air, he recommends wearing an N95 mask to protect yourself. He says fabric masks or bandanas can block larger particles, but they usually don't block some of these smaller particles that can cause, in some cases, some very serious health problems. Bonnie and Shauna, back to you.